A Memphis teacher is back behind bars this evening. Her bond revoked by a Shelby County judge today, who said 29-year-old Kelsey Whitmore failed to wear her court-mandated ankle monitor. The educator is charged with soliciting sexual exploitation of a minor and sexual exploitation of a minor by electronic means. Action News 5's Michaela Redmond with details from the courtroom.
This is the third time now that Kelsey Whitmore is back in custody. She's accused of giving a student an iPad with explicit content of herself, and she was booked Monday. Whitmore worked at Sherwood Middle School until being placed on administrative leave on February 9th. According to court documents, Whitmore was initially arrested in mid-February and was later released on bond. Judge Sheila Renfro says Whitmore was under strict guidelines to not make any contact with the victim. According to investigators, she reached out to the victim through another teen earlier this month. That's when she was also charged with aggravated stalking, a Class C felony, and she bonded out for the second time last week. During Whitmore's court appearance Tuesday, Judge Renfro stated she was arrested this time for failure to wear her ankle monitor, another requirement of her bail conditions.
She likes to live dangerously. If she wants to live dangerously, she can go play in traffic. She's not going to play with this court. She's going to sit here with us until her preliminary hearing.
Investigators say Whitmore took the child out to eat, to church, and to hair appointments. Whitmore will be back in court on March 24th for a mental evaluation. Reporting at 201 Poplar, Michaela Redmond, Action News 5.